フォーエバースーパー戦隊、ゼニスマン。
After 1 week of what happened in the previous episode, Mosiah sets out to find 4 recruits to form this reset world's first Super Sentai of Harmony, however came with no luck because he didn't know where to start, leaving this episode on a Saturday, making Suito to ask what he's doing. Mosiah replies that he's just minding his own business like an imaginative adventure, which Suito sighs that Mosiah may act like a child when it comes to nostalgia, as she tells him to stop doing that kind of adventure to focus going to the Nostalgia Center with plans that he always promised to cheer Suito up. Though disappointed in not finding someone to become a warrior, Mosiah apologizes and he'll do as he promised as the two head to the center. Inside the center, the two went past the playroom where a security man is taking a lost black girl to that room for the female caregiver to call her parents, as she and the little girl thank the man, who replies with a smile that he will always be around the city to maintain the happiness and harmony of Nostal City before giving them a farewell salute, leaving the playroom as he continues his patrol while listening to urban music from his earbud.
レガシー4は、緊急アーバン。
Inside of the music store, Mosiah is trying to find a song rather than rock music that will make Suito, who's at Bato Asahi's Meal Paradise, happy, as he looks at the albums of urban music, like hip-hop, funk, and rap, that he wants to buy. However, Suito will not like that as he looks around every stock to find a good genre song for Suito. Meanwhile, the security man from before is walking around the center seeing a lot of people filled with positive feelings just until he notices a golden circle object on the floor, picking it up to reveal a number 23 ring, as the man wonders if a young kid drops that kind of superhero ring toy. After a lot of searching, Mosiah was able to find a good warmth song from a shop goer for Suito to listen to. He purchases it before leaving the store, however looking at the album leads him to get bumped by the security man, who, when asked by Mosiah about the golden object he's holding, explains that he's searching for a kid who lost it, revealing that ring that leaves Mosiah surprised that a third Sentai ring is found as he pulls out the numbers 50 and 8 rings to show to the man, who gives the number 23 ring to Mosiah to never lose that kind of superhero ring if he's like a toy collector. Mosiah was about to ask the man about becoming a recruit, however was interrupted when the man gets a call that someone fell unconscious outside of the center, making the man apologize to Mosiah for interrupting the question as he happily farewell salutes to the teenager before rushing out of the center. This disappoints Mosiah again just before he heads to the meal paradise to meet up with Suito as she already has ordered their meals, allowing Mosiah to give her the song he found so that it could bring Suito happiness. Meanwhile, at Nostal City's hospital where he sent the unconscious person, the security man receives gratitude from the hospital's owner who calls the man, Isaji Aitoku, for his duty of protecting the flow of Nostal City's harmony and that his mother would be proud of what his son has become as a future paramedic, along with the second job as a future firefighter that Isaji also holds to make his father proud. Meanwhile, on top of a building rooftop, Tremor looks down at the people filled with happiness and that he will bring something special for those people to be filled with fear, revealing a new Jackalman called Black Magmaman, Black Magma from Sun Vulcan, to cause an earthquake with help from Tremor's punching gauntlets. Inside the center continue eating their meals. Mosiah and Suito witness the rumbling to be an earthquake as they take cover under the table. However, the Moris arrive to injure the people. Mosiah, not knowing what to do now that he's with Suito, tells her to pray of being rescued while he heads to somewhere more safe, heading out to stop the Moris, leaving Suito upset but has no choice but to do it, running towards the grunts while panically avoiding the debris. Mosiah transforms into Zenithman to take the horde outside with the help of summoning the 5 Go Zenithman and Bioman. There, he confronts Tremor and Black Magmaman, revealing their next plan to bring natural disasters around the world to see many people die as a way to bring back the calamitous moment for the Claudius universe. Swore, for example, to end the world quickly, as the Jackalman then brings out floods, tornadoes, and wildfires to destroy the city and casualties to the residents of Nostal City. This also weakens Zenithman from the power of the two monsters. Isaji, who has witnessed this event while trying to evacuate the people to safety, sees the little girl from before about to get killed by the Moris as he rushes out to protect her from harm, defeating the Moris before taking her out of the center, where at last the little girl was tearfully reunited with her parents, thanking Isaji for rescuing their daughter, who tells him that her dream is to become any rescue service member like Isaji when she grows up, before leaving, as Isaji continues finding more people to evacuate until he sees Zenithman getting weakened by the two monsters, as well as defeated Gozi users and Bioman returning to their rings, as the man himself was shocked to find out heroes and monsters exist in reality. Zenithman was about to get destroyed. However, Isaji jumps in front of the White Ranger for protection, explaining to the two monsters that he will never forgive those who tried to harm the cities and every race of people's happiness, and that Zenithman can't save the world alone, as Isaji will assist him for the sake of the city and everyone's flow of harmony and living as a rescue. Hey, Aimu sees this from the bass as he transports the Black Ranger ring and Transinger for Isaji to use against the monsters, much to the man's confusion, while Zenithman's surprised that Isaji is the recruit that he's been searching for. Knowing of what he must do, Isaji transforms into Zenith Black of urban music to go help Zenithman now as Zenith White to defeat the remaining Moris while weakening the two monsters. Tremor retreats to let Black Magmaman cause more natural disasters. However, Zenith Black will not allow such terrorism to see many people die, as he will rescue everything that the earth holds dear from upcoming incidents like this one. Just then, he hears a voice from inside Mosiah's legacy buckle as the latter extracts the Sentai ring out of the buckle to reveal a number 23 ring from before. As the voice Goat Red likes Isaji's rescue spirit to save the Earth and the people as a means for the Earth's future, and that the Red Ranger along with his siblings of the QQ Sentai GoGoV will assist Isaji to rescue everything that he loves, resulting Mosiah to throw the ring to Isaji to summon the Tatsumi siblings as the GoGoV to help the two Zenithman weaken Magmaman before getting destroyed by the summoning Lifebird Breaker mode's Calamity Breaker holded by Go Red and Zenith Black. However, he gets reactivated into a giant as Isaji presses the yellow button to summon the Victory Robo for the GoGoV to pilot and take down the Jackaman with the Victory Prominence, restoring Nostal City once again, and everyone forgot about the assault. Before that, the GoGoV gave a farewell salute to both Zenith Black and White to continue rescuing everyone's lives, as Go Red and Isaji shake hands, returning to the ring. Finding an alleyway to hide from the people, Mosiah transforms to reveal himself to Isaji, who is shocked that the teenager he met at the center was the white superhero, and that could explain about the question Mosiah asked back then but got interrupted. Mosiah was about to explain to Isaji about what's going on until Suaito arrives to find Mosiah and asks what he is talking to the security man about, making Mosiah shocked if Suaito found out his secret that Hayama gave him to not expose it to her.